Good morning, everyone. This is Tom Painter. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Where the heck are you in the world? Well, we're right here based in the United States, but we're everywhere. Congratulations. Thank you so much for being with us in our class. If you were here on time, guess what? You got some extra Buffett bucks. Our purpose is to help you to have a better life. Our purpose is to help you, your family, and friends have a better life. And we do that by providing free success and money classes for anyone, anywhere. Our goal is to help you, your family, and friends have a better life. We have three missions. Mission number one is that we want to help people. Now, there's a lot of people got some pretty lousy cards. And so for every hour you go to class, the foundation will donate a pair of eyeglasses, will feed someone, or will provide some gallons of clean water for them to help those people in need. That's mission number one. Number two is to help you and your family and friends. So when you go to class, our goal is to give out financial rewards when you simply attend online classes and share with others. We give our Warren Buffett stock away. The one thing that we know is we teach our 7 habits, the success and money secrets. That the one thing that every adult wishes they would have done was started to invest at an earlier age. The best time to have planted a money tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is right now. So our goal is to do that. And the way we do that is we give you our stock. What would you rather have, money or knowledge? We want to give you that. We want you to learn, earn, and return. 3 things you got to do. You're going to learn, you're going to earn, and you're going to return. That's mission number 2, is to earn stock when you go to class and you share with others. And mission number 3 is we created this cool platform that you can learn from best-selling authors, educators, and entrepreneurs about success and money, because nobody taught you this stuff. And you didn't listen to your parents anyway. The Success and Money Foundation is supported by best-selling authors, educators, and entrepreneurs who want to help you to have a better life. My wife, LaDonna, and I put $3 million into the foundation to help make a difference in people's lives. We got 3,000 of you that we've sent money to open up those investment accounts, to add to your investment account. That's the key. There's 7 steps. There's 7 habits. There's 7 secrets of things that you need to do in order to be successful. And we're going to be talking a lot about that today. But that's our purpose. We've given out hundreds of thousands of dollars to students for their investment account. We've given well over $1 million to help people all over the world and to organizations. That's what we do, and that's why we're here. But we're going to celebrate you. The first thing we always like to kick off with is celebrating you. So far, you've got 22,000 students. The way you become a student is you share it with others. As a nonprofit NGO, as a charity, our goal is to help you, help your family and friends to have a better life. The way you do that is you share your link. If you want to help somebody, you don't give them cash. That doesn't help them. You give them the knowledge. What's more important, money or knowledge? Knowledge followed by action is the most important thing. But we just hit 22,000. Congratulations. That's pretty awesome. In addition to that, we added 123 new students as we created this. Actually, that number is going to start to soar because we just did some events that Daryl's going to talk about today. We're making a difference, one person at a time and one group at a time. This is the year of the groups. We really want to add a big groups. Our goal is to get 100,000 students. Why? Because we need to do that. The way that we help people is to help them to learn, earn, and return. Learn, earn, and return. Those are the 3 things. So congratulations, we got that many people, almost 170,000 hours. You spent 312 hours online this week learning. You got to learn, earn, and return. Learn, earn, and return. I'm still learning. I was watching videos this morning at 5:30 in the morning. I'm still learning. Warren Buffett is going to get up today, and he's 94 years of age, and he's probably going to read for 5 hours. That's what we do. We continue to learn, we earn, and we return. Top enrollers. Again, why do we do it this way? We could have taken that money and just put it into Facebook or YouTube and just bought advertising and put our classes on there, but that's not our goal. Our goal is to help you, to help your family and friends. You know who needs the help. Now, when you share your link, you can sign them up. When they get signed up, that's the first part. Your goal is to get them started. Your goal is to be their cheerleader. It's your goal to help them get to that next level. I don't care where you are in life. I don't care what cards you've been dealt. And some people have been dealt some pretty crappy cards. I've got two special needs children that are adults now that got some crappy cards. Some of you in different places around the world got some crappy cards. But guess what? You can trade your cards in. When you play the game of success and money, you go out there and learn the secrets. You go out into the marketplace. You can take those crappy cards and you can turn them into better cards. You can exchange them for better cards. You can change your hand that you've been given. You don't have to just sit there and take it. In fact, the reason you're here on this life is to play the game. And games are fun. Play the game of life. Play the game of success and money. Play the game of business. Play the game of finance. It's just a game and games are fun. And guess what? Our top enrollers this week. Now, next week, you're going to see that number even climb even more as we had the cutoff on here. But Johnson and Daryl, there's 60, there's 70 people that they enrolled together as a group. Ryan's in there with them. That whole team's out there teaching groups now. We can make a difference. And we can make a difference one person at a time and a group at a time. So look at this. They're sharing it. It's happening. There's Johnson and Daryl. Look at that. There's 67 of them just at this recording. You got Angel right there. Jenna Lou, Apple, Jenny Bleach, Ronald. Look at it. Every one of you are on this board. You are making a difference. You are enrolling people. You are helping people. The only way that you can help someone is to give them the information, give them the knowledge, give them the action. Take action. You got to learn, you got to earn, you got to take action, and then you got to return. You got to go teach it. You got to go help somebody else. When you teach it, you learn more. When you share, you learn more. The teacher always learns more than the student. Your job is to become a teacher. When Warren Buffett dies, on his tombstone, he wants to have the word teacher written on there. He was the richest man in the world. And they started giving all his money away. Bill Gates was right after him. Those two have given away hundreds of billions of dollars. Warren Buffett's going to give away, $130 billion probably, maybe more, 140 billion. He's given 99% of his wealth away. Amazing. It's just amazing what this guy's doing. And everybody, there's lots of people that are doing that. But he's played the game and he's had a wonderful life. My dad's 4 days older than Warren Buffett. I got trained by a mini Warren Buffett. My dad did not make the capital that Warren Buffett did, but he still taught me the same strategies and systems. That's why my dad and Warren Buffett both made the new book. And we're going to show you this new book here. So here's the new book that we've got right here. And guess what? My dad's on the cover with Warren Buffett. These are two of my mentors. And we're going to show you that about this new crazy class that we've got going on. But you're making a difference. How do you make a difference? You help other people. You help other people. Learn, earn, and return. Learn, earn, and return. That should be just a mantra. I'm going to learn, I'm going to earn, I'm going to return. So congratulations to every one of you for sharing your link and helping people get to that next level. Top enrollers. Now we break you into different groups. So we've got the advanced groups. These are the guys that enrolled a lot of people. The rookies are brand new. So they're just getting started. And you can see on column 2, you've got Angel with 6 this week. They spent an hour in class, total enrolled. She's got 6, so she did them all in this week. And then the hours. Look at Johnson and Daryl. There is 10,000 hours that their students have spent online learning. Learn, earn, and return. And then you can see that this is the overall one divided by the rookies, beginners. I'll follow you on this board. You earn some Buffett bucks. Why? Because my job is to get rid of this money. My job is to get rid of this stock. My job is to get it from me and my wife to you. Your job is to get it into your investment account. It's your job to be the steward of that money. It's your job to use that money to help you and your family and friends have a better life. Now we take it and we say, well, let's just look at the rookies. Well, there's the rookies. There's the top rookies right there, the top 15 rookies for this week. Brand new people, the beginners, done a little bit more, the intermediates and the advanced. Angel, you're at the top. Congratulations. Nice job. Apple, you're at the top on the beginner group. That's awesome. Now, why do we make this fun and competitive? Well, because you're fun and competitive. You go to a ball game, it's no fun if nobody keeps score. We want to keep score, and you're changing a life. You're helping someone. You're helping those people get to their next level. Influencers. What's an influencer? An influencer is someone that enrolls somebody and then helps them enroll other people. Now, again, we could have taken all this money and just given it to Facebook. We could have given this money and bought advertising on YouTube and just did our classes that way. But that's not our purpose. Our purpose is to help you, because when you share, you learn. And when you learn, you're starting to learn, earn, and return. So this week, you look at the people that are active. That means they jumped online and did something. So this is the top influencers. So you enroll somebody, they're an enroller. If they enroll somebody, then the first person now becomes the influencer of that group. And you can see that Johnson and Daryl at the top. Ethan's right there. Wow, look at that. Amazing. Angelita, Lavina, Rosemary, Audrey. Audrey's kicking it. Jessa, Johan, and Juliet. Congratulations to every one of you. You're an influencer. Guess what? You're an influencer for good. You are an influencer. Your kids are watching you do what you do. Your actions speak louder than the words you're saying. Whatever you're doing, your kids are going to follow. You're going to be an influencer for good or for bad. Bob Allen says that good parents give their kids good memories, bad parents give their kids bad memories. Your job is to give your children a good memory. It's your job to help your children have a better life. That's why we're here, and that's what we do in the foundation. Top influencers of all time. Look at this. This is just amazing. You look at Johnson. He and his wife have enrolled 830 people. Those people enrolled another 483. Take that top line, go over to the right. There's tier 1, tier 2. 1,300 people, 12,000 hours in 2 rows. You want to make a difference? They're making a difference, a massive difference. But you know what? It's no different for him doing all those people versus just a handful of people. It doesn't matter. Every soul is precious. Every life is precious. It doesn't matter who it is, where they're at. Your job is to help them have a better life. Move up a notch, whatever it is. Wherever they are in life, your job is to help them move up a notch. But look at these influencers. They're cranking. They're cracking. Between Daryl and Johnson, 2 levels deep, is almost 20,000 hours. Ethan only enrolled 35 people. Look at that. He's on the 3rd row. He only enrolled 35 people. Guess what? But he enrolled Johnson and Daryl. Those are 2 of his peeps. So that's why he's still up there. And they're kicking my trash. I'm number 4. I love it. I love it. These guys are making a difference. They're making a difference. So congratulations on that, guys. You're doing great. $137,000. We've given out hundreds of thousands of dollars to students for their investment accounts. Why it goes to an investment account? Because it is step number 4 and step number 7. It's habit 4, habit 7. It's the 4th secret, it's the 7th secret. You got to have the wealth formula. You need to put money away every week, every month, from your job, from your small business, from your real estate. And then you got to get that money and you need to have it grow. You can't just shove it in your bank account and give the money to your bank who's not going to make anything, who's taking your money and they're using you. You're a cash register to them. They don't give a crap about you. They're not your friend. They want you to bring your money into them so they can take that money and loan it out at a higher rate. Yes, they're loaning it out. They took your money and give you nothing and they're loaning it out. How do you think they afford these wonderful corner locations in this prime real estate? They're taking money and taking the yield on it. They're giving you nothing and they're getting 4 to 5% on it. But they do that with hundreds of millions of dollars, and that's why banks and bankers are loaded. So learn from how they're doing it. They're playing the game. You're in the game. You're in the matrix. You're there. You're Neo. You're in the matrix. You might as well play the game and learn how the game's played and play the game because games are fun. So we got 137,000 that we know of at least that we've given away. We've got thousands of you that have started saving and investing. That is the planting the money tree. You're getting started. You're planting that first money tree. The rich are rich and the poor are poor because the rich do things that the poor don't. So figure out what the heck the rich are doing, then go do it. You can't just sit on your butt and play the game and you're just going to get beat up. Get in the game. Have some fun. Life's a game and games are fun. We're not curing cancer here. We're just playing a game. Big old game of Monopoly. And guess what? Everybody wants your money because they're playing the game. And if you don't know the rules, you're going to get beat. When I play cards with my granddaughters, 11-year-old twin granddaughters, they kick my trash. Why? Because they know how to play the game. They've learned the secrets. I'm older than them. I should win. Doesn't work that way. They learn the secrets, they learn the strategies, and that's what they're doing. So we've got hundreds of thousands of dollars that we've helped you get started. You don't need me. You don't need us. But if you do need us, we're there to help you get started. But when we give you money, you got to get it invested. You can't sit on the stinking sideline. And you don't go spend it, because that's not what we teach in the 7 secrets. There's secrets, there's habits, there's steps. They're the same 7. And if you'll simply do them, it'll make a difference in your life. It will change your world. We get over $1.5 million to different organizations, to schools, churches, charities, non-profits, and stuff like that, because they are making a difference. We want you to make a difference as well. Individual hours. Go to class. Get to stinking class. Look at this. We got top students there. We got students that have been there 19 hours, 7 hours, 6 hours, 4, 4, 4. All of you need to get to class. Learn, earn, and return. I went into class today. Now, it may not be on the platform, but you're learning. I don't care if you're reading. I don't care if you're watching. If you're watching TikTok, quit watching the stupid crap on TikTok and start watching the good stuff. Now, do you want me to pat you on the back or kick you in the butt? Do you want me to pat you on the back or slap you on the butt and get you out there in the world? My job's to be the coach. My job's to get you to the next level. My job is to help you get there. In my family, we have a little saying: if you want to feel good about something, go talk to mom. If you want to solve a problem, go talk to dad. Well, you got a problem. The problem is you don't know how to play the game. And the problem is that the rest of the people are doing a better job. The problem is the governments around the world can't balance their budget. So what do? They're printing billions and billions of dollars worth of new currency, which makes everything more expensive. If you had 5 apples and you had $5, every apple's worth $1. But guess what? If they print more money, if they print a lot more cash, and now there's $10 out there, there's 5 apples, each apple is worth $2. It costs you $2 because they just printed more money. Well, if you're buying those apples, then it's harder because your job didn't double in value. That's a game. It's a game, and games are fun. So let's go play the game and have some fun. But congratulations to all of you getting into class. Get your butt to class. Get your butt to class. Learn, earn, and return. I'm still studying. Why? Because it's compound interest. It's compound knowledge. All right. Perfect. All right, let's look at our categories. So there's 2 things you can do. When you enroll somebody, they're part of your group. Your job is to help them get to their next level. They're part of your individual group. When you enroll family and friends, you can go to the leaderboards, you can go click on your name, and you can see everybody that you've enrolled and how many hours that they've spent online all time, last 30 days, 7 days, or last 24 hours. Your job is to reach out to them, to pat them on the back and kick them on the butt. Pat them on the back and pat them on the butt. Smack them on the butt. Get them in the game. Games are fun. Let's go play the game. So the first thing is the category. What are you? Well, you could be a church. So that's the first thing. They're part of your individual group. They're part of your group. Number 2 is we also have organized groups if they want to be in that as well. You can be in 2. You can be in both those. So you see we got church groups and we got SAM groups, little smaller success and money groups. We got high schools, elementary schools. We got all kinds of things. So the first thing is the category. The 2 big ones we're starting out with are high schools and with churches. So let me show you how that works. So the first thing is the category. What are you? Well, I'm a church. Well, I'm a high school, whatever you are. Now, the second thing is, well, what are you? What's the name of your organization? Okay, so the next one is organization. So you can see HS is for high school. So Campus National is a high school. And they have 281 students. They've spent 3,000 hours online. 18 students went to class this week and they spent 3 hours. So this is so cool. We got a little SAM group right there. You got a church. Number 3 is a church. CH is a church. 194 students, 4,000 hours. The second thing is, what's the name of your organization? Well, what are you? Now, once you go through that, then the next one is, well, what's the name of the group? So we have a category. So let's say we're going to look at churches. So the organization is, what's the name of the church? So all these start with a CH, and so those are congregations. There's the one in Moncada, one in Campus, there's one in Panicky. Looks like there's Quail Hill, Harriman. Wherever you are, that's a congregation, and that's basically an organization. This thing's going to go crazy this next year. I'm showing you the before picture. Give me a year. This thing's going to be nuts. We're going to have hundreds and hundreds of these babies all competing with each other for cash and prizes. Why? Because we can change people's world, and this is how we do it. So that's the second one right there. And then the subgroups. Well, what's a subgroup? So I'm a church. Here's the name of the congregation. Then the third one is, well, what's the subgroup? Well, we've got adults, we've got young men, you got young women. All right. So if you're a young man, young women, or an adult, you get to compete. So our top group happens to be a church in Moncada. It's a congregation of adults. There's 405 of them, and they spent 5,000 hours online. We've got adults. We got young men in the third position at Kappas. You got young women. This is so much fun. So we're measuring churches. A big tip to Ethan and Joshua and Jacob for helping us build this thing. This has been a labor of love because any sane person wouldn't do what we're doing. Steve Jobs from Apple says that the people that are really successful just have grit. They just stick at it. They just keep going at it. And you got to have passion for what you're doing because it's hard. And the hard makes it great. If it was easy, everybody'd be doing it. We want this to work for you. And it will work for you. So this is just the church group we've got. Now we do the same thing with other stuff. Okay. We do the same. And so there's the second page of that. Look at that. Just amazing. That's how many hours. And then it shows the individual hours. So of all the church groups, here's the individual hours. And you see, oh my gosh, look at that. Daryl's right at the top, 391 hours. Can you understand why he's successful? He's the model. Johnson's the model. Ryan's the model. Find a model and go copy them. Find the model and go copy them. All right? Do what they do. Life's a stage. We're all actors. Go be like them. High school. So the next thing is to say category. Okay, the category is the high school. What's the organization? Well, look, you've got different high schools on here. So we do this with any organization. We can do it with any category. I'm just showing you the one with high schools. So there's a high school on Kappas National. They got 281 students. They've been online for 3,000 hours. We got all kinds of this. You watch this year. This thing's going to just explode. And then the next one is, well, what's the subgroup? So now all the different classes, the class of 2025, these are seniors this year. There happens to be 129 of them at the Kappas National, and they've been online for 2,200 hours. Class of 2024 just graduated. There were 62 of them. They did 434 hours. This is cool. Look at this. This is all the classes around the world are competing with each other. But then inside that, you can go click on any one of them. You click on the school, and it'll show you all the grades. It'll show you all the people. So here's all the people right there. And you can see that these are all the names are Kappas National. So if you knew how hard this was for us to build this thing, you would just be amazed. We got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars building this thing. But this is fun for me. This is fun for all of us. This is fun for Ethan. We love doing this. It's fun. It's hard. It's hard. The hard is what makes it great. And when you do your great things, that's what makes it great. So here's the different classes. Then inside the classes, then we can also look at all the students. So that's what we do on that. That's what's so cool about it. Here's the high school groups. There's the individual right there. There's Julian, 449 hours. Senior this year at Kappas National. That's the high school that Jillian's in. Aaron's class of 25. He's a senior this year. Graduate in the spring. Aaron's got 324 hours. You want to fix somebody, this is how you do it. This is the way you do it. Now, students have enrolled, those top students who students enrolled and watch the Share the Wealth and Win. We know that if you watch a video, if you'll get signed up and you'll watch your first video, the average student spends about 20 hours online. 20 hours. If you don't watch your first video, $0 because nothing, done. You're out. You don't get anything. Now, you want to know why Daryl and Johnson are so successful? Look at their names right there. Right there. Look at all these names. These are all the people they enrolled, and then they got them to watch that Share the Wealth and Win video. Look at Johnson. Look at Daryl. Boom. There they are. You want to be successful, you got to get them started. You got to get them started. You got to get them a habit. You got 24 hours a day. You should be learning. You should be learning. I was driving home from meetings last night, and I'm listening to classes. I'm doing it. Do I need to do it? No, I could be on a cruise ship around the world just sitting on my butt. But that's no fun. I want to be in the game. You want to make a difference in someone's life, you need to enroll them, and then you need to get them started. You need to get them watching some videos, and the Share the Wealth and Win, when they do it, they made $10. We put $10 in their vault. We're going to give that to them in stock. And we're going to give the individual who enrolled them $10. That's quite a bit. And we're going to put that into your investment account. Why? Because we want to help you. My whole story, the only difference between me and you is I've been doing this for 50 years. I'm 65 years of age. I started as a teenager. My dad taught me these things as a teenager. I had my own investment account as a teenager. I ran my own small little businesses as a teenager. The only difference between me and you is I'm in the fourth quarter of my life. Many of you are in the second quarter, third quarter. I don't know how long you're going to live, but let's say that you live to be 80. Well, I'm in my fourth quarter. I hope the hell I get overtime. I was just talking to a good friend of mine yesterday, and I talked to his son, and I said, I says, Jake, you're a young guy. You know, you're only 20. You're in your early 20s. Beautiful little wife. He's like 6'2", just muscular, great shape, athlete. Jake, I'll tell you what. I'll give you $1 million for 10 years of your life. I'll give you $1 million for 10 years of your life. And he looked at me and he goes, okay, I'll take that deal. You can have them when I'm 80. What would you trade to be younger and have more up and be able to go back to how you felt, how much energy you had? You'd give it all. We're playing a game, and games are fun. Look at Johnson, look at Daryl. They're changing lives. Look at these people. Now, the average student that watches that first video is going to spend 20 hours online. If they learn, they're going to earn, and they're going to earn, they're going to return. It's that simple. You got to do those three things. Here's all the people that watch that first video. You got to watch that first video. You don't watch the first video, you won't watch the second one. That's why this is so important of what we do. Can you do it? Do you believe you can do it? What are the things in your world? What are the things in your world that are holding you back? Well, there's internal belief. There's internal belief. You think, well, I can't do this. Well, guess what? There's other people doing it. I'm just showing them to you. And they're no different than you are. We're all the same. But some people had a mentor. Some people had a mentor and they were just, they spent more time learning. They spent more time earning. How many of you don't think it because the rest of the world's against you? Well, guess what? We're all playing the same game. You can trade your cards. You got some crappy cards, whatever cards you got, you can trade them in for other cards. You don't have to keep the cards you were dealt. You can trade them in for other cards. Your job is to get a winning hand. And the way you trade your cards in is you go out and work. You go out and study. You go start a little business. You earn more money. You get that money invested. You got to play the game. The bank's playing the game and they're winning because they're taking your money and they're taking advantage of you and they're making money on your money. The credit cards company is making money on you and they're just taking advantage of it. They're screwing you. They're taking advantage of you. Forget it. We're not going to let that happen. Play the game. You can win. You can do it. We got thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of students doing it. There's 22,000 students that we have right now. One day it's going to be 100,000. One day it's going to be 1 million. But I can only get there if you help me. Got to learn, earn, and return. Your job. I don't want you sitting on your rocking chair when you're 80 going, dang, I wish I would have done that. You know, people's regrets are not things they did so much as the things they didn't do. Because if you did, at least you tried. I have no problem with failure. I got no problem with failure. Doesn't matter. If you try something and fail, it doesn't matter to me. It's just feedback. Michael Jordan, one of the best basketball players of all time, lost more games in the final buzzer than he won. He got the last shot. Game's on the line. When he shot it, he missed more shots. He lost more game-winning shots than he made. But he's known as the best. Babe Ruth, one of the best baseball players in the world that had the home run record. He struck out more than anybody else. Why? Because he was going to strike out or he was going to put that sucker over the fence. It's just a game, and games are fun. Let's go play the game. The biggest thing is that remember that every life is precious. Your job is to make a difference in someone else's life. The only way you can get what you want out of life is to help other people get what they want out of life. Zig Ziglar, big mentor. I loved Zig, followed Zig, knew Zig. Make a difference, make it happen.